If you're with a narcissist, their memory disappears after they get what they want. I mean, the reason why I say this is because they'll sit there and they'll promise you. Their promises are always broken promises. They'll act like they never told you this. They didn't say that. They'll say, hey, listen, you know what? In order to get you back, because maybe you didn't left or whatever, whatnot, you're like, hey, listen, I'm done with this situationship, or I'm done with this relationship, or whatever's going on. I'm not giving you no more access to me. I'm not dealing with you no more. I'm tired of you treating me this way. I'm tired of your inconsistently. I'm tired of everything that you put me through. I'm tired of the way you talk to me, and I'm tired of the way you do me. I'm tired of you putting everybody before me. I'm tired of you basically just treating me like trash, right? So they'll make you all these promises, right? They'll say, hey, listen, I'm gonna do this, and yeah, you right, and yeah, that'll be the only time they actually agree with you, right? Just to try to wean you back in, right? So you'd be like, okay, yeah, you right, you know what, you deserve respect, and you deserve to be treated good, and you right, I'm gonna get better, on calling you or texting you, or being around you, coming to see you, spending time with you. We're gonna start doing things together, or we're going to be in a committed relationship. We're not going to be boyfriend and girlfriend no more, or but yeah, we're going to just really just be together. We're going to start vacationing. We're going to start doing things together. They'll just say all this stuff, right? That they promise you, right? But guess what? Those are broken promises soon as they see them, because soon as whatever they promised you, they have memory loss. They have amnesia. They do not remember anything. As soon as you give them what they want, you give in, and you be like, okay, well, you know what? Okay, well, maybe they're telling the truth, right? Okay, well, they're telling the truth. So you know what? Boom, I'm gonna give them another chance. I'm gonna give them another chance. And because you know what, they were so sincere. They was looking at me in my eyes, and they were so genuine, right? Because they know how to turn it on and they know how to turn it off, right? So you're really thinking like, okay, yeah, they changed. So you give in, right? The minute you give in, boom, instantly, they go right back to what they were doing before, right? And then when they get to doing, after they get what they want or whatever, whatnot, right? And then they just coldly discard you. They be like, all right then, well, bye. Because they already, got they fix. They already got whatever they wanted from you. So they be like, all right then, you want to leave? Okay, bye. Let me let you out. All right then, bye. You know, we don't need to argue. We don't. Oh, now they don't want to argue no more. Now they don't want to fight no more. Okay, well, see you later. And then sometimes they'll say, yeah, whatever, you ain't going nowhere. And then you be like, goodness gracious, and now you looking like a fool. You like, what? You told me all of this stuff, remember? And then you bring it up to him, right? You say, hey, listen, you remember you said this on how we was going to be vacationing, how we want to be together, how you going to be calling and be consistent, and how you going to start caring, and all this other stuff they telling you, right? And they'll give you that blank look like they never said nothing. They be like, yeah, but I mean, that's before you pissed me off. I was gonna do all that. It's always your fault. The reason why they cannot follow on their promises. Okay, it's always your fault. It's something you did. Maybe you probably just, it could be the simplest thing, like sitting there watching TV and you probably didn't hear them call your name, or maybe you made them something to eat and they didn't want to eat a particular thing. They wanted something else. It's going to be something differently. Oh, you know what they also would do? Oh, you know what? You're breathing. Okay, you're breathing too loud. So that is why that I'm not gonna do what I said I was gonna do. Do you see how crazy that sounds? Because they never had no intentions on doing it anyway. It's just all a game to get you back in. They'll make up all these false promises and everything like that just to wind you back in. Okay, so no, they don't mean anything. Don't listen to their dried up promises, because they mean absolutely nothing. It's just for them to get back with you and access to you. You have to remember something, right? You can't value nothing if, well, actually, no, you cannot miss nothing if you don't value it, right? So they're not going to sit up there and not call you for weeks and months and things of that nature, because you know why they don't call you for weeks and months and things like that? Because they don't miss you, because they don't value you. They don't value you. You cannot miss something you don't value again. So I'm just saying, guys, if you were a narcissist, Oh my goodness, they memory disappears when they get what they want. So just remember, guys, stay smart, stay ahead of the game, and just remember that them fake promises, that fake charm, that fake genuine ship, that oh my goodness, you the best thing that ever happened to me, and I ain't gonna do it no more. And hey, listen, just give me another chance. Okay, you won. All game, lies, lies, lies. It's just to get you. And then as soon as they get what they want, they convert right back to what they were or treat you just horrible. And guess what? You got to start the healing cycle all over again. So now, and you know what they normally do? They come back when you start being strong again. You start feeling better. You're not so heartbroken no more. And then boom, that's when they call. That's when they show up just to break you back down again, to keep you broken. And then you got to start the healing process all over again. And then you feeling bad like, damn, I should have never believed them. I should have just listened to my intuition. I should have just left them alone. So the best thing to do, no contact, no contact, no contact. I'm just saying, guys. I'm just saying, if you were a narcissist, their memory would disappear when they get what they want. So I'm gonna wrap this video up, guys, and please like, share, and subscribe. Thank you guys for listening, and I hope this resonate with someone and it helps somebody. But anyway, Jesus love you, and I'll talk to you guys on the next video. All right, bye.